What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now, today I want to talk about Phase 4, and I want to talk about an economical aspect of Phase 4, and that is my investments. Now, if you've been following my channel from Phase 3, I have made videos on my investments, what I've been buying, why I've been buying them, and my entry points as well. Today I want to make an update to that, show you how much gold I have invested into Phase 4, and show you my entire ledger. That gives you the full, well, it gives you the full transparency into what I'm investing into. It also shows you how I'm diversifying, because I don't like putting all of my eggs into one basket. I like diversity, so I want to put about like some gold here, some gold there, some gold there, and just buy a bunch of different items that I believe goes up in price. That way, if one of my investments fail, 3 of my investments could make a profit, and overall I'll be in the green. Now, it is worth noting that I'm already way up in the green. I had about 20,000 gold a couple of months ago in Phase 3. I put all of that gold into investments. I've been playing a bunch of Mr. Pandaria Remix recently, and Cataclysm Classic. I have just been returning to Season of Discovery about a week ago, prepping for Phase 4, and going through my investments, in which case I'm selling some of them now, and I'm buying something new. But for the most part, I'm holding on to what I have and selling what I can to make some gold back, and then putting that gold back into investments. So as of right now, we're sitting on about 5.7k gold in liquid, well, in raw gold that we have in our bags. And as you can see, we have a bunch of characters. Now, I'm using a spreadsheet to keep track of what I have where, so don't worry about those names. I have everything under control when it comes to what is being held where. But the thing about Classic WoW, we don't have guild banks, and our bag space and bank space is very limited, so when you start investing and you go big, you do need to have some holding characters. That being said, let's take a look at my investments. So going over to TSM, we can take a look at the entire ledger over here. First of all, you can see how my gold has been moving, and we're sitting on about 9,000 gold liquid. We then put about 6,000 gold into investments, all the way down to 2.7. So I put about 7,000 gold right here into investments, and I got about some thousand gold back. And as you can see, from the 9th of May, I've been sitting on the same amount of gold, because this is where I took a break for about 1 month time, playing Cataclysm Classic, the pre-patch, and a little bit of Mr. Pandaria, and now we're back prepping for Phase 4. This is like how my gold has been moving this year. So you can see back in January we didn't really have that much, and suddenly in Phase 2 and Phase 3 we started making a bunch of gold, and my ledger reflects that as well. In my ledger we have 40,711 gold in item value, and we have 5.7k gold in liquid. This gives us about 46.4, 46.5, something like that. Now, I'm going to be bold enough to title this video my 50,000 gold investment for Phase 3. Number 1, 50,000 sounds better than 56.4, and number 2, I have a second account. I have my main account, which also has a couple thousand gold on the account, and also has a bunch of herbs, because I have my alchemist on that account. So I have a bunch of herbs in the mailbox: High Mountain Silver Sage, High Mountain, Mountain Silver Sage, and a bunch of dream foil in my mailbox. We're talking about hundreds of both, maybe even thousands. I have a full mailbox stacked with herbs that I'm making potions with, elixirs with, all the time. I am even making the greater arcane elixirs, for example, so I'm making these all the time, and sending the materials required to make these to that character. So the reality is I probably have between 5 and 10,000 gold on that account as well, but to keep it simple, let's call this my 50,000 gold investment going into Phase 4, and we're gonna rank this from value from top to bottom, so you can see what I'm investing most into and what I'm investing the least into. So number 1 is golden pearls. As of right now, we have 14,900 gold in value of golden pearls. I'm also playing on Living Flame, by the way, if that makes any difference to you. So for golden pearls, we can see I bought them for between 2.7 and 26 gold each, with my average buying price being 15.5, and they're now 55 gold, so I've more than 3 times, almost quadrupled my profits on these orbs, or the golden pearls, and I've been buying these back in Phase 1, at the end of Phase 1, something like that. Phase 2, a lot of them in Phase 2, and early in Phase 3. I kinda stopped buying them towards the end of Phase 3, like where we are now, because now they're expensive, but I can see them going up in price from here as well. It really depends on what Blizzard does. In Phase 4, it's a huge speculation here, because they have said they're looking to add brand new recipes for professions, and we don't know what those quote-unquote new recipes will require. What we do know though is that some of the best enchants in the game for casters and healers do require golden orbs, and also the enchanting rod or something also requires it, so you have a bunch of things that do require golden pearls, and they're super hard to farm. That's why I bought them. They're in demand, difficult to farm, and low supply. Apart from that, I also bought a bunch of fire oils. Now, I haven't really bought these, I've been making them. So we have 19,266 fire oils, and I've been buying the fish to make these oils. For the most part, you can see I bought 4.6k of the oils as well, and I've made 15,000 of them, which means I bought 30,000 fish, and for the most part, I've been buying them for about 20 silver each for the oil. As you can see here, the 4.6k that I bought, the average price was 18 silver, and when I bought the fish, I bought them for 6 and 7 silver each, so between 12 and 14. For the most part, let's just use this as the average price, it's 18 silver. That is more than doubled. Almost tripled now, and this is a item that is selling in bulk. It's used in one of the waylaid supplies, it's used in crafting the fire potion, the elixir of firepower, right? And if or when we get access to the greater firepower elixir as well, it's used in that one too. Now originally, that recipe was not available until AQ, but I think they're gonna push that forwards, because they have been pushing quite a few recipes ahead of time. Like we had the lesser elixir of weapon oils, or the lesser weapon oils. We had those back in Phase 1 or Phase 2, right? So we had those ahead of time. They also came out in the AQ patch, for example. So a lot of things that came out in the AQ patch has been pushed ahead of time, in which case I think the elixir of greater firepower could be here in Phase 3, Phase 4 I mean, or maybe Phase 5. On number 3, we have refined deep rock salt, and these ones I just bought because it's pretty simple to me at least, that right now these are in low to no demand at all. Their cured rugged hides are not really used in anything, and when Phase 4 comes out they will be used in something. We don't know exactly how much yet, it depends on what these quote-unquote new recipes by Blizzard requires. I believe that brand new leatherworking recipes probably requires these, right? In which case they're going to be even like in higher demand. Right now there's a middle supply for them and little to no demand. The only ones buying them are buying them as speculation, in which case I believe these ones should be going up in price in the next phase, and they have a long cooldown to make. I've also gone quite hefty in on the different green gems. I call them gems, I don't know what to call them, but like the green items you get from mining, for example, so Azeroth diamonds. I have 182 of those, and I just bought them because they were way too cheap and I can see them going up. It's once again a supply versus demand thing, where they are really easy to farm. Right now, they will still be easy to farm in the next phase as well, but they have a lot more demand in the next phase. They're used in a lot of high skill crafts that are also used in making level 60 items, for example, which we could probably make some of them now, but why would you? And most of the recipes drop from raids, which becomes available in Phase 4. So yeah, Azeroth diamonds, for example, I bought them, the average buy-in price for me was 3.7, and they're now selling for 9.5, so 2.5 to 3 times profit on that one. Blue sapphires I bought for 3 gold, well 3 to 4, and they're now selling for 20, that's a 5 times profit margin. Huge emeralds I bought for 1 gold, well 2 gold, 1.9, they're now selling for 6, and large opals I bought for 1.3, they're now 4.5, and once again, once I bought all of these, or like at the same time that I was buying them, I also made videos about this, which if you want to have access to my videos before they go public on YouTube, check out my Goldmaking guide, through the link down below I have a Season of Discovery goldmaking guide. It's called the Ultimate Classic WoW Goldmaking Guide that you can check out on my Gumroad page. When you buy this guide, you also get access to a private goldmaking community for Vanilla WoW and Season of Discovery, where I give you early access to goldmaking videos like this one and future investments and the ones we had in the past. So once again, if you want to have access to more Phase 4 investments, if or when I find stuff to make videos about, or Phase 5 when that becomes a alternative and like we get closer to the next phase, if you want to have access to those before they go public, check out the goldmaking guide. And once again, we have a great goldmaking community discussing and talking about goldmaking all the time, so you can learn things from other people in the same boat as yourself. Feel free to check it out, the link will be down below in the video description or the pinned comment, and if you do check it out, thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. And once again, those are my investments. Now, one thing that wasn't listed here are all of my Dreamfoil investments and my Mountain Silver Sage, because once again, they are in the bank, or not in the bank, but in the mailbox of my Alchemy character that is on my other account. So for Mountain Silver Sage, for example, we probably have, I don't know exactly how many, but I want to say between 500 and 1000 Mountain Silver Sage, and the same for Dreamfoil, to be able to make, once again, the greater arcane elixirs, which are really good, really profitable, and they sell quite often due to it being the best spell damage flask or elixir that you can use in the raid. But yeah, that's an update on my Phase 4 investment so far. We're obviously quite a few weeks away from Phase 4 still, so I believe many of these items can go up in price, and at least now you know where I'm putting my gold. So if you want to emulate what I'm doing, well, here you have the basically blueprint of my investments for gold making in Phase 4, and yeah, once again, just don't put all of your eggs into one basket unless you're very certain that basket will succeed. For example, golden pearls for me is about 33% of my investments portfolio, and it's been going really well so far, and I really believe in golden pearls. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're looking forward to Phase 4. If you have any additional gold making stuff you want to talk about, let me know in the comments down below, and join my Discord server to talk about more gold making stuff. Either way, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.